Hi, this is Adi. I'm here at CSUN in California. I'm here, I've got the privilege here to be with Saqib Shaikh. Hello, Saqib.
Hi, great to be here.
Thank you, Saqib. And Saqib, if you don't know, is the godfather of the Seeing AI app, which I absolutely love. Saqib, can you just tell us what's happening with Seeing AI? Has there been any updates?
Clarification, do I have to do a Godfather voice?
No, we can stick with Saqib.
We can stick with it, okay.
Yeah.
No, so today we've just launched the Seeing AI version 3, which is a really exciting day for me and the whole team. Always great to get things out there and hear what the users are saying. So the big new thing here is we've been looking at the latest advances in artificial intelligence. And what you would have seen with previous Seeing AIs is that it can describe a photo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But now, not only can it describe what's in a photo as a sentence, it even knows which items are where in the photo. So we took a photo earlier and it was here's a person and here's a bottle. And now, just imagine you put your finger down on the phone, and what do you feel? A piece of glass.
Yeah.
But you run it around, and using audio cues and haptics, you basically find out what's in the photo.
Yeah.
But why don't you tell us what the experience was like?
It was I had a chance to try it a little while ago, and it's pretty interesting. I move my finger over the screen, and it makes this this noise. It's almost like I've got a little superpower. It's going, and that just means I'm not touching anything significant in the picture. And then when your finger arrives to something significant, such as a picture of my manager Mark, when I touched it, it said person, and then I moved my finger along a little, and it said person, and that was me. And then I moved it down, and it said bottle. So it was pretty cool in a way that you kind of exactly know what's on the screen. So I found that was pretty exciting. I never would have thought of doing anything like that. So what's the response been like so far, Saqib, with that? Is it something people would use on a daily basis?
We've got a lot of nice comments on Twitter from different people just browsing their photo gallery, because from Seeing AI you can browse your photos and then explore them. So people have been doing that and just enjoying going through old photos and seeing what's in them. And the nice thing is, if you've used the face recognition feature to train Seeing AI who someone is, then it's not just going to say person. You're drawing on my phone, but it'd be saying Adi or Mark or
So you can do it in existing photos as well.
Yeah, exactly.
That is amazing. Wow. And what? There's been a few other features as well, hasn't there?
Yeah. So we've had a totally redesigned version for iPad, which comes from requests from a lot of low vision people who like the big screen, but then also students who aren't allowed to use phones in the classroom. So iPad is top choice for them. And then we also had a lot of users say, when you're using VoiceOver, you have to cycle through all the available channels. So now we let you choose what order they go in, and even hide ones that you want to get out of the way.
So Saqib, what about CSUN? Is there any session you're looking forward to, and are you delivering any sessions while you're out here?
Yeah, going to be giving a talk Friday morning, first thing, about Seeing AI, all the new things we've done in the past year since we were last at CSUN. But always enjoy just catching up with the industry, seeing what's the latest is. Of course, really love the new ways people are using AI, and then sort of the Braille products, they always excite me. Last year I remember seeing the graffiti tactile tablet and the Canute multi-line Braille display and the cheap Orbit displays. I want to see a year on, where have all they got to?
Can you tell us how that app came around? I mean, how did you get that thing made?
I have the privilege of working in an awesome company like Microsoft, and a few years ago we had this hackathon where you could spend a week making anything you wanted, and I was like, I don't want to make just another little productivity tool. I've always loved AI, so I thought, what if I went around and found all the AI bits and bobs I could find in the whole company and put them together to solve challenges that I face. And then that was a very rudimentary app. But then I showed it around, and the next year met a bunch of really great people over in the US, in Silicon Valley, in Redmond, and it snowballed. More and more people joined the cause, and it became a mission of what is the best we could do with AI to empower the visually impaired community. And eventually, it got some notice from the CEO, and it became our day job.
I heard you. I mean, you said notice from the CEO. Did you actually? What did you do? Did you actually have to go and sell the idea to Satya?
Yeah, I was very lucky that one of my team members is an incredible marketing salesperson.
Right.
And so it's really, we were just showing it around, not specifically to Satya, but just, we were so excited, we were showing it to anyone who would listen.
Yeah.
And I think eventually, the right people heard and told some other people, and eventually there was our big developer conference, and someone was like, man, we need to share this story at the conference. And it took a life on its own because so many people were excited, and that's the great thing I love about a company like Microsoft.
Wow. And the culture's changed a lot at Microsoft. Do you believe you've been here, 10, 12 years?
Yeah, 13.
13, sorry, oh God. Have you noticed that? Because I've noticed in the products have changed. Why have the products become more accessible? What do you think the 1 or 2 reasons for that is?
I don't know, I think it's hard to speak for the whole company, but I've definitely noticed a change.
You've noticed it as well?
Yeah, noticed a big change. And, over the years, I think the whole industry has moved to this point where accessibility and inclusivity is more mainstream.
Yeah.
And you used to be the sole person shouting in the corner that, wow, inclusion is good business.
Yeah.
But I just feel like we still got a distance to go.
Yeah.
But there's much more understanding of inclusion just makes good sense.
Yeah.
It makes good products for everyone.
You're a programmer, aren't you?
I am, yeah.
So blind people can program. That's possible. Would you have any advice for someone, say, who's maybe thinking about coming into this industry? How accessible is it to become a programmer?
I think there's so much fantastic materials on the internet. So if you are lucky enough to be in an environment where you can find mentors, that's great. But there's so many sites where you can, Q&A sites or tutorial sites or different courses.
Yeah.
And I would say just go for it. Don't be afraid. Don't think what if I can't, or there's a bunch of material, and just play and see the bits that you find interesting and follow your passion.
That's possible. Thank you. Thank you, Saqib.
From LA, California at CSUN 2019, over and out.